absolutely beautiful. Serengeti Show lifetime, guys, and today very exciting. We're gonna hop into an Auric airplane from Serenero airstrip, and we're gonna have a aerial perspective of the Serengeti, and we're also gonna use the plane to kind of find exactly where the migration is, the eastern herds and the western herds. But for now, we're heading north on the main road, and as you can see, the migration is moving in to the central Serengeti, which is good news for all the predators around. You know, it's a long year without the migration for them. So come along, come and have a look. Okay guys, really lucky this morning. We're bumping into some really big, nice looking Serengeti male lions, and well, quite close to the road. So it's only in Serengeti where you're not really looking for lion and you keep on bumping into them, but still very good looking male. You see he's lying flat because he's so close to the road. But he's pretty confident. You see the tail whipping a bit. And he's just letting our cameraman know that he shouldn't stick the camera out that far, but you can see the tail. There the tail's coming again. And let's see if the camera guy can keep it still this time. But we don't really want to bother him, so but you can see the behavior of a lion. The moment you see the tail whipping from left to right, that's the first indication that he's not happy with the distance that we're from him, but we'll just listen to him and move on. Okay guys, apparently we have a plane to catch or something, so let's go have a look. Wow, now everyone's awake. Yeah, that's like great work, man. But it's like the first time with me, I also just like stopped recording for some reason. It's like, it's still a very intimidating sound. Okay guys, we've bumped into the perfect Serengeti lion picture. It's a pride of lion that's relaxing on one of these granite hills, and we are in the Simba Kopjes area. So the Simba Kopjes is one of the best territories for lions to hold. There's water, and the migration has just started moving in here now. So these guys are now ready for maximizing their opportunities, and you can see that they are ready for the herds to arrive here. It's been quite a tough wet season for them, but you know, this is just absolutely what the Serengeti is all about. It's a magnificent pride of lion relaxing on the granite hill. It's a granite kopje. You can see a young male. Looks like there's some blood on this female's mouth, so maybe they've been lucky already. And the second one, and then there's some youngsters on the rock there, but wow. Lovely to see. Again, we didn't particularly come look for them. They were just relaxing out here. So I'll just try and get a little bit closer. So lions prefer these, the elevation. There's a bit more of a breeze that comes through, fewer flies and things, and obviously they can have a look at, scan the plains for when the wildebeest arrive. But how pretty is that? I think we just switch it off here a bit, and you can see them panting, you know, so unlike humans, lions can't sweat like us, sweating in a liquid form. So they use the fast breathing to cool themselves down. So, oh, there's one here at the bottom that just told us that, listen, I'm also here, can you also include me in the chat? And it must be either cubs related or it's just behind that bush, but maybe. Look what's going on there. It doesn't sound too happy. It might still be feeding on whatever. We saw the blood on the lioness's mouth, so they might be feeding, and or she might be nursing cubs. If a lioness lies like that, there might be small cubs there which she's busy nursing, which makes her a little bit more aggressive, because obviously the motherly instinct is to protect her cubs. So I think that little growl that we heard was just cubs suckling, which is very tender nipples, but let's overlook. She was just, so don't get a fright, guys. She might just approach us a little bit, but it's just because of a bit of protection. Let's see. So, yeah, I think that grimaces. Something feeding there. Go around this thorn bush here to see what's happening down here without disturbing anyone too much. I don't see any bundles of fluff there. Just switch off. I don't know why she's in so much pain there. Sore. Must be big pride, and you can see these three youngsters staring down on us. think we'll just have a quick closer look. Everyone else is so relaxed, but she's definitely in pain, fighting with his sister. Okay. But I think we've had a good look. We don't want to disturb them too much again. And perhaps in the late afternoon we'll come and have a look what all the commotion is about. But nothing that's obvious at the moment, except that she's not ready for mating yet. It could be, and it looks like the male's got a pin down here against the rock, so she's just telling him to wait a few days, you know. Young male, so he's perhaps a little bit eager. That's probably the only explanation we can give now. I don't see any cubs, so it's not sore nipples. Might be the start of her cycle, and she's not ready for mating yet. So no is no, even in the lion world, you know. Okay, well, I think we're going to leave them, let them sort out their domestic dispute on their own, and hopefully things will be a lot calmer when we get back here. There's just so many lion in the Serengeti. That young male on the right is so full. He's obviously had his fair share of last night's meal, so a little bit of exercise required. Okay, we've got a plane to catch and migration to find, so we'll leave these guys. Simba Kopjes for you. Beautiful part of almost the central Serengeti, like the northern end of the southern plains, and a strong key area here for lions. Going on? The automatic soap dispenser is not automatic anymore.
Batteries run out.
Yeah, must be the batteries, but anyway. Serengeti Show live camp life, and it's a cold, misty morning, and we can't get going without a cup of coffee. So luckily Tanzania has the best coffee in the world, Arabica. We're growing it on the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount Meru, and this is the best way to wake up. It's another day working, trying to find things, which is not always easy. Early starts. We have these nice Stanley flasks from 1913. They are the best. So how you make the coffee is you add the coffee into the plunger, you give it a nice stir. This really, you will see, is nice and oily on top, which is perfect. And then you wait a little bit to have it ready, then it's ready. And then these plungers, you have to work with them carefully, release the pressure a little bit, so push down. If it gets too tight, you just release it, and otherwise it all goes squirting out here. And then you have perfect Tanzanian coffee. What a good coffee looks like. And then us South Africans, we add milk, which is silly, but anyway, so we grew up. And then I take 1 spoon of sugar, which is not good for you, but I'm not sweet enough, so I'm working on it. Give it a good stir, and then coffee made with love. Now I have to remember which one's got the sugar, which one doesn't. Sally Lynn, here you go. I think this is the right one.
Morning, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
There's nothing quite like it.
You're looking sparkling today.
The best coffee too. Got it right.
Excellent. Ah, Captain Dennis.
Yes.
Nice to meet you again.
Karibu sana.
Yeah, we fly with you a lot, but thanks for coming out all this way
Thank you very much.
to show us the Serengeti.
It's actually a pleasure.
Perfect.
Welcome on board.
Asante san. Okay guys, thanks to one of our main sponsors, Auric Air, we have a wonderful opportunity to show you the Serengeti from an aerial point of view. So these Cessna Grand Caravans are some of the best planes out here in Africa, the workhorse of African aviation. You don't need a lot of runway for them to take off and land, and usually rely on these Cessna Grand Caravans. So thanks Auric Air.
System test. Okay.
Welcome back to Kids Corner, guys. Today is a special day because we're gonna go fly in an airplane, and I wanted to show you guys how to make a paper plane. This is really great entertainment, especially when you can't play outside. And first you do is you get an A4 size paper. A4 is just the size, it's nothing too technical. Ask your mum and your dad for plenty of A4 size papers. So the first thing you do is you fold it in half, you see, like lengthwise. Make sure your folds are really nice and nicely done, and the more accurate your folding is, the better your plane will fly, because airplanes need to be symmetrical, the same this side as that side. So once you folded your airplane, you know now where the middle of the paper is, and then you fold a triangle in on both sides, leave a small little gap for the paper to fold. So a lot of guys do a fighter jet, but I do an airplane that can do tricks. So I make my airplane shorter, so I fold it again, and another triangle. Excellent. Everything's still looking good. Right, now your paper should look like this. And what you do now is you fold the one side over to the other side, and it will almost start looking like an airplane. Then, now it's time to do the wings, and you can choose how big your wings need to be. The bigger the wings, the more floppy they are, and the smaller they are, the stiffer they are. So I think kind of in between would be good. I make my wings at an angle, and then you turn it over and you make sure the other wing is exactly the same size as the first wing. Excellent. So now you can make some patterns on your wings. I'm gonna make circles. Here you can use Koki pens. I don't have any Koki pens here, but you can ask your mom to buy you all the colors of Koki pens that you can find. Excellent. So now if you open your airplane up, you see that the wings are not 100% straight. So to stiffen the wings, you can give your wing another fold, just a small one, and it also looks really good if you come with an airplane with like an extra wing. Make sure that again they are the same size. Excellent. So now you can open your wings up. You have your pattern on your wings. You can color it in, and there you have your airplane. Let's go test them, guys. Okay guys, it's time to test our airplanes. You can already see that mine says number 1, and we're gonna see whose plane will fly the furthest. Let's have a look. Okay guys, 3, 2, 1. Say!
Always number 1.
Yay! We have a winner, guys. And it is... yes! Guys, so we've just taken off from Serengeti airstrip. What a beautiful time of day it is to fly over the Serengeti. We're going to head a little southwest to see if we can pick up on the migratory herds on that side of the Serengeti. Then further south, and then we turn east along the Gold Mountains. After that we turn back again towards the central Serengeti. Absolutely beautiful. Okay guys, you can see that we're getting closer to an area called Kopjes. It's southwest of Serengeti where we took off from, and Wow, this is a very beautiful area of the Serengeti. Granite hills, outcrops, and very good area for black rhino. Obviously great for lion and leopard with these granite hills, and enough woodland for the browsing of the black rhino. So this area is really well protected by Tinapa, and great work from the Parks Board, and just absolutely stunning. Beautiful mixture of savanna plains and woodland with a lot of black cotton soil, and it doesn't drain too well here. This is also the start of kind of the Serengeti catchment area. So you can see absolutely stunning afternoon for flying. Okay guys, you can see that we're approaching some more woodland area in the southwestern corner of the Serengeti. This is more what the Serengeti used to look like before the volcanic ash deposit, and this is a safe haven for the migratory herds when the plains dry out and before the rain falls further north. Absolutely beautiful Serengeti South, and this is a lot more what the Serengeti used to look like before the volcanic ash deposit. Absolutely stunning area. Wow guys, absolutely special to fly over the Great Wildebeest Migration. Lots of zebra, you can see low flying here by Auric Air, and we are so far south that you can see the herds are fairly spread out. So much rain during the course of the last kind of 3-4 months, so there are plenty of options, both grazing and water-wise, and that's still absolutely special to fly over the Great Migration, Serengeti Plains. Wow, this is absolutely stunning. Lots of cats, migration, calving season, and absolutely stunning views over the lake. Our camp was right there on the shores of Lake Mbiti. guys, we're now heading east towards Gold Mountains, and it's stunning to fly over the edge of Ngorongoro Crater Conservation Area and the southeastern plains, and what a absolutely beautiful sight of Gold Mountains. But wow, it's just an incredible way to experience the Serengeti. There you can see Gold Mountains. This is right on the eastern edge of the Serengeti, and wow, fault lines running from north to south. Absolutely stunning. There you can see gold kopjes. We spent a lot of time at gold kopjes when we were based at Nabi, and this is just a combination of granite outcrops and the southern plains. Absolutely beautiful. Good water this time of year, but this is the part of the Serengeti that will dry out first. But what a view. Well, this is the rainy season, guys, and you can see now why. Rain just behind Nabi Hill there, and look at all the standing water across the Serengeti, and it seems to be drying out now, but wow, plenty of rain these days. What an incredible flight over the Serengeti. Auric, what a wonderful airline. You know, Auric fly these Cessna Grand Caravans, incredible pilots, and I don't think there's anyone else that could actually get us down to about 200-300 meters at times. If you want to fly anywhere across Tanzania, even into Uganda, fly with Auric. These guys are incredible. What a flight.
Guys, welcome to Serengeti.
Thanks, guys. That was amazing. Ongera, Mr. Dennis, you guys are amazing, man. Yes, today. Well, guys, what an incredible flight with Auric Air over the Serengeti Plains, and wow, I'm overwhelmed with emotion and full of adrenaline. And now it's time to go home, back to camp. Hopefully we don't bump into more lions. It's kind of hard to avoid them, but wow. Asante mzee.